Hey babes, welcome back to another video. So I wanted to make this video a life update video just to let you guys know, what's been going on since I've moved to Texas, Dallas, Texas. And I know, and a lot of people have been asking me a lot of questions because there's people that are from where I'm from and are thinking about moving and just really want to make that move, but sometimes they're nervous, sometimes like they don't know where to start. So I'm just gonna give you guys some advice. Again, you do what's right for you, but yeah, I just want to give you guys some advice and definitely give you guys some encouragement and some confidence to just move, especially when like where you are there is no growth, there is no and there's things that you want to do and you just can't do them where you're at, and you see yourself going so far and it's just time. It's that feeling like it's really time to move. So yeah, so the first thing that I want to talk about is 3 months of me being in Dallas so far. How am I feeling? I actually feel like I'm at home. When I moved, you guys, like I tell this to people all the time. Like, I came and visited Dallas a couple times in the summer. Like, I was basically in Dallas all summer 2023, and it was so fun and just everything, the vibes, the weather is it gets hot out here, but listen, Dallas was it was such a vibe for me. The first time I came out here was for my birthday and I had such a great time. My best friend lives out here, so I didn't ever have to pay for a hotel or anything like that, so that was another good thing too. But yeah, the first time I came out here I had such a great time, and food was good, the people were really nice, the environment was nice, and I'm like, okay, I've been wanting to move to Dallas. So I started coming out here more frequently, and then I really just made up my mind. I'm like, as far as me being intentional, as far as my YouTube channel, me wanting to do more and branch out, and just being in a new environment and having just more to do. It's more to do out here and explore, and it was just a breath of fresh air for me. So I knew the first time I moved, I knew, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know when I was gonna move, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but I knew that I wanted to move. So I think not the second time, not the third time, I don't know, maybe the fourth time, I don't know. I started looking at apartments, and that's another thing. Their apartments are more up to date, more modern, and I really love that too. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start looking at apartments. And then once I found the apartment that I really wanted, I'm like, okay, so I found the apartment that I knew I wanted, but then I knew I had to make sure that I had already had a job. I was a personal assistant. My brother is autistic, so I was his personal assistant, which I loved my job, but sometimes it was overwhelming, and the pay wasn't. I knew the pay, and I knew the pay I was gonna have to get a new job eventually, but listen, y'all, my last job before my personal assistant job, I was so miserable. So my mom really helped me out, and I loved her. I love her for this. I love her for getting me the job, and of course taking care of my brother. We all grew up together, so me taking care of him was not a big deal, and it was easy for me. But me wanting to move to Texas, I knew I was gonna have to get another job, and a job that paid really well. So I ended up getting another work from home job, working in healthcare, and I love my job so much. And I think this is like maybe the second time I can honestly say I really love my job. Like, I really do. And I'm all for a woman working a job that doesn't make her feel like she's working like a man. And I just believe in having something that doesn't make me feel like I'm working super hard to the point where I just don't have energy for anything else, energy to want to do the things that I want to do as a woman. So yeah, but that's another conversation. But yeah, I ended up finding another work from home job, and paid really well. And I calculated everything out. I'm like, okay, like I know I want this apartment, I already got my job, everything just was falling into place. So I got the job, and then I applied for the apartment, and I ended up getting the apartment. And at first they had told me like, you can move in November 3rd, which was my birthday. You can move in in the middle of November. But I was just ready to go, you guys. I knew, let me get a little comfortable. Like honestly, like I knew it was time for me to go. So, oh you guys, I love this natural lighting. But I knew it was time for me to go, and it just felt right. And yeah, I just knew it was time for me to go. So like I said, everything fell into place for me. I prayed, and I'm like, if this is meant for me to go, like everything is gonna happen in my favor, and it really did. So yes, that's everything as far as like how I'm feeling, and update on, you know, where I'm at as far as me being 3 months in Dallas. I changed since I moved to Dallas. I would say finances. I have to I would say I have better money management since I moved. You really are getting what you are paying for moving to Dallas. A lot of people say it's much cheaper than other places, but you know, hey, to each his own. I would just say you are getting your money's worth. And I live in a very nice apartment, so yeah, definitely have to manage my money a little better. I would say that's really the only thing that's really changed as far as like a big change for me. It's finances. I live in Wisconsin, so the price was just a little different. If anybody knows Wisconsin is very cheap to live. So yeah, I would say that's one of the things that have changed for me. I mean, I guess the weather, but like I said, I was so used to coming out here so much, I already knew what I was getting myself into. And somebody had asked me, they're like, you don't feel weird about walking outside in December and it's like 60 degrees? I'm like, no, trust me, I don't ever need that weather back. I don't ever need to go back to that weather. However, I mean, I'm gonna visit back home, of course, but do I miss that? No. Do I feel weird about it? No. Do not miss that. I do not miss that. And another thing, I want to talk about being intentional also, because also I know that when you're being intentional, things do start to happen. So when you're wanting to make this move, just think about all the things that you want to happen in your life, all the things that you, yeah, just basically just think about all the things that you really want out of life and where you see yourself, and just be intentional about doing it. I was very intentional about moving, and I think when you're being intentional, it's basically like you got straight tunnel vision, and that's what I had. I had straight tunnel vision with everything I wanted to do as far as my move. I focused on what type of job I wanted. I focused on how much I should be getting, how much that I feel like I should be getting paid as far as my job. I've been working in customer service for a long time, and I have experience in healthcare, I have experience in billing, I have experience in HR, I have experience in a lot of accounts payable. I have a lot of experience, so I knew that I needed what job that I was going for. I knew I had to be intentional about it. So just being intentional is very important. Just make sure you're focused, make sure you got straight tunnel vision on that. Don't let anything else distract you from that, especially when you're trying to make a transition in a certain amount of time, you know. So, you know, it was a little bittersweet leaving certain things behind. It was a little bit of bittersweet for me, but like I said, I feel like I know what I want for myself, and being intentional is especially at my age. I don't mind telling my age because I look good and I'm doing really good. I'm 29 now, and it's just, I feel like when you're about to hit that 30 mark, you really need to start being intentional for yourself, especially as being a woman. I know that by 30, because I always said this, by 30 I want to be married. Now as far as children, you know, I don't mind having children, but I mean, I went this far not having children because I told myself like I want to be married first before I even think about children. But I also want to enjoy my partner, I want to enjoy my husband, I want to enjoy us first before I even make that that big of a commitment. Marriage is just like important to me, and I don't know, I don't want to risk my life for someone, because that's what I think about when I'm thinking about getting pregnant and all that. I'm risking my life for someone. So I feel like that's another reason why I've never had children as well, because I always think deep. I think so deeply about everything, and why not? I mean, it's pretty serious if you ask me. That's pretty serious. I always thought really deeply. I just always thought really deeply about that. So I know like where I'm from, you know, and I wanted me always knowing that I want to be married, and if I do have children, I want to be married first. Just, you know, just being intentional, being 30, you know, I know that I was gonna have to leave certain things behind, and I know that if I wanted certain things, I was gonna have to move. Most definitely, I was gonna have to move. You know what I'm saying? So it's bittersweet when I think about some things, but everything happens for a reason, you know. As far as dating so far, dating has been, I'm gonna say it's been good. I don't think that I've only met one weirdo, which I talked about in my last, not my last vlog, which I talked about in one of my vlogs. I think it was like the first vlog that I made being in Texas. I already made that, so if you guys want to check that out, it's my video, the first video I made moving to Dallas, actually being in Dallas. Yeah, about that. Meeting a weirdo. He was definitely a weirdo. He was a stalker, but that's the only like weird experience that I've had so far. But the dating scene in Texas, it's not bad at all. It has been good to me. Men out here, they're very, very sweet. Definitely what they say, that southern hospitality. Yeah, so definitely dating with intention, making sure people don't come with no mess. I always make sure I tell people how much I love peace, and I think when you're dating, you definitely need to make it known. You know, just make things known. You want to get everything out in the beginning. So I feel like as long as you're transparent and you're intentional with what you want, and you know, and what you need, I don't think it's hard at all. But dating in Texas has been good, I will say, for the most part. And it's so many men in Texas. Literally, it's a lot of men here, ladies. Yeah. If you're thinking about moving to Texas, now I don't know how it is in like Houston, Austin, other places. Like, I don't know how it is in these other places because I haven't been, but from what I hear, it's not bad there either. There's literally men, and plus Texas is it's huge, so you literally see men all the time. So yeah. About moving, I know the questions that I usually get are were you scared, or you know, or how do I go about doing it? I will say I can't even say that I was scared. I can't say that. Was I a little nervous? Probably a little nervous, but I knew I didn't want to be where I was, so that I was so anxious to leave. It was different for me. Like, a lot of people are even surprised at my answer when I say that, but I was ready to go. And mind you, I had visited here so many times, so I knew I was ready to go. Just go visit wherever you want to move to. If you go to a place and you only visit it once, but you're like, oh, I want to move here, keep going back. I would say go back at least maybe 3 more times. If you're not really sure, keep going and see how you feel about it. Maybe you're going out, you know, going to places and, you know, get in the feel of everything, and I feel like you'll know. Find a job before you make your move. I would say that. Make sure you find a job. Depending on what you want to do, I like to work from home. Like I said, I like for my life to be very, very easygoing, if that's the right word. I like working from home. Plus I get to do other things as well. Like, I work out 4 times a week, so the way my routine is, I have a routine, and my routine, it works so well for me, especially working from home. So depending on what you want to do, make sure if you're trying to find a job like where you don't work from home, and maybe you have to find a job like in the area, start applying. I would say, like I said, it was different for me because I work from home, so my job, I can literally take it anywhere. But yeah, make sure you find a job first. Unless you like have your like savings, you know, you want to spend your whole savings on a place, and you got your apartment paid up to a certain amount of months, you got to pay it off for a year. I mean, hey, like, if that works for you, if you know, got it like that, cool. But if you're really ready to go, hurry up and just try to find a job. And there's a lot of jobs in Texas. I will say that there is a lot of job opportunities in Texas. So it doesn't necessarily have to be Texas, but I'm just saying that because a lot of people ask me about Texas. I would say Texas is definitely the move. I love Texas. I don't hear anything bad about Texas. Even people that have moved from Texas, I've talked to people, and I never hear anything bad about it. So, and I can honestly say, me living here now, I love it here. So if you're thinking about moving here, it is a great move, and it's just all around good. Like, jobs, food, the environment, going out, you wanting to raise a family here, dating. Like, if you really want to be intentional and you're really ready to move forward, move to Texas, because Texas is great. What is the next move for me? So I would say with my YouTube channel, I am going to be, of course, vlogging more. I am going to shoot more content, because, you know, of course, like, everything about my place is so nice. I still have to do a couple of things in my room to get it real nice. Like, but my area, as far as like my desk area, which if you haven't seen my apartment tour, definitely check that out. I'll put that in the description box as well, my official apartment tour. I have to also do a fully furnished apartment tour, so that's coming soon as well. But yeah, I pretty much got my room together a bit, just a little bit. I don't feel like I'm ready yet. I still want to put more stuff in here, like my plant. I had to leave my plant at home at my last place. I could not bring my plant because I literally packed everything in my car and drove to Texas. When I think about that, I'm like, I really drove here. Like, I did that. There's still a couple of things that I need to get as far as my room, but I am going to be shooting more content, vlogging my life in Texas again, because there's so much to do, so much to explore, so much, you know, so much of everything. like I said, with the dating has been going well. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to, like with my last relationship, I didn't vlog him in my daily life. And I don't even think I vlogged that much when I was in my relationship. I shot more content videos, but then I started vlogging more later on. When I do get in another relationship, which I'm not gonna lie, it kind of like, I don't want to say I'm scared, but you know, it makes me nervous just a little bit. But like I said, I am open because I love being in a relationship. I love the security. I love men so much. I can't. I just think things are so much easier when you have a man in your life. So yeah, I am excited and open for what's to come. Yeah, I'm sure I would be in a relationship soon because I'm a relationship girl, okay? I am a relationship girl. I wouldn't say I was super private about my last relationship because I posted pictures of us, but that's not really my concern, you know. That's not really my concern. I don't feel the need to do that. But like I said, I wasn't super like out there with my relationship. Of course, like I posted us, but it wasn't ridiculous how people are nowadays. But we will see. I am looking forward to it. Dating and, you know, just seeing how things go. I'm very excited about it. Yeah, so if you guys have any more questions as far as moving, and if I left something out, just let me know, and I'll definitely answer it in the comments below. But as far as my experience with moving, this is one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. One of the best decisions I've ever made. And I can look back at this, especially since I vlogged it, I can look back at this like, yes, that girl drove to Texas and really did what she said she was gonna do. So yeah, will be the end of this video, you guys. Make sure, like I stated, if I left anything out, if you have any additional questions, if there's more that you want to know, definitely ask me in the comments below. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Make sure you're hitting your post notification bells. Share this video if you really enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next one.